are so happy to be here with all you amazing people. We're truly, truly honored, so thank you so much for inviting us to participate. The songs that we're going to perform for you tonight are extremely dear to me, and the reason for that is that I consider them to be the purest, authentic, creative expression that I have experienced in my life. And I've been privileged to experience a lot of creativity in my life. I've been a fashion designer, an interior designer, I've written a screenplay, I've made a movie. I use food as art, as you can see soon on the slide coming up that's on my album cover. But for some reason, there it is. But for some reason, this particular medium of expression eluded me. And the way that I discovered it was that I was given a gift in my life, and that came in the form of what I like to call a sacred moment. And for me, this sacred moment was in the form of a devastating breakup with a spiritual teacher. I felt completely betrayed, lost, alone, and I had nobody to process my experience with because I didn't have a lot of girlfriends or people that I knew that had broken up with their guru. So from the uniqueness of this experience, I went the only place that I had left to go, and that was inside my own heart. So I was waking up in the middle of the night at like 4 in the morning. My heart's so hard, you know, it's like that betrayal, if any of you have experienced it in your life, a very, very hard energy, and I was in extreme pain. And finally, out of sheer desperation, I started a meditation practice. And it's a humming meditation practice that's actually an active meditation. So what it does is you hum into your heart, and the vibration actually clears the energy, in my case, emotional trauma. And then if you're lucky, after the technique, you will have some moment of relief, stillness, connection. And so I did that for many mornings. I hummed and I cried, and I hummed and I cried, and it went on and on like this. And then one day, something really extraordinary happened, and that is that a song wrote me. And I say that a song wrote me because I wasn't trying to write a song. I was trying to heal myself of this tremendous pain that I had. But nonetheless, here I was receiving lyrics and melodies and harmonies that were coming from I wasn't quite sure where. I wasn't a musician at the time. I didn't know what an A, a D, a G was. And so I started grabbing sheets of paper and making a diagram, actually placing the dots so that I could count from the left to the right on a keyboard so that I could find the sound, the chord. So I continued like this for some time, and pretty soon I had about 10 songs had written me. And then I got another really amazingly beautiful sign, and that came in this form. I was in my yoga room in the middle of the night, singing, and I had a harmonium in this time, and suddenly I heard the sweet strum of a guitar kind of lay in over my harmonium, and I smiled when I opened my eyes and saw that my son Tyler, then age 10, had gotten out of bed to come in to join me. And this was extremely touching to me, and I really felt it was a sign of solidarity, of how much my children were there for me. And what I didn't understand was the immensity of this message, because this was in fact a foreshadowing of the experience that I would embark on in my life, and that was becoming a musician over the next 7 years, along with my 2 boys, and also at times with my nephew Harrison. So the first song that we're going to perform for you tonight is a song about that first sacred moment, and it's called Cry. I need to get some water.
Oh, okay.
All right, there. Sorry. What came back anyway?
Yeah, that's good. We built up to it.
Okay, now. Okay, it's called Cry.
Trying to make sense of everything in life. trying to sort it all out in my mind. Love is not a problem to be solved. I only cry. Used to be approval was my thing. What you think of me was all that seemed important in the achievement of the dream. In your blue eyes, now I see the truth inside of me. Find to love myself as God made me. Not for what I thought you wanted, for me to be. My heart ripped open wide, my heart ripped open wide, my heart ripped open wide, my heart ripped open wide. Trying to make sense of everything in life. Trying to sort it all out in my mind. Love is not a problem to be solved. I only cry. Thank you. And so we were traveling down this 7-year journey, and we were making music together and really enjoying this process together. And we were given another level of sacred moment. And this time, the sacred moment that arrived is what I like to call the fall of the ivory tower, which was the loss of our financial stability. And so we were having a very hard time making ends meet. We only had enough money for food and utilities, if that. We had our cars repossessed. We were unable to pay our house payment. We lost all insurance. Everything was falling around us, and the only thing that was really working was the music. And so I inquired deeper into this meditation, and then I received a message that really came from my soul or spirit guides. And this time it came in the form of not an English language. And it was bookended in this beautiful lullaby that I think we all know from our childhood, and it coincided with the birth of my 4th child. So this is actually Jaya's song. But the message was clear, and the message was, stay the course, serve your authenticity, and we stand for you. We stand for you. So this is called the Ramayana Lullaby. Abide, don't you cry. Thank you. And so we were almost at the end of this 7-year dark night of dismantling and sacred moments. But there was still one issue that remained to be resolved, and that was the fate of our beloved house. Our house is called Jai Home, and she's like a family member to us, and she's the sacred incubator of everything that we create. And we hadn't been able to pay the mortgage for now over 5 years, and I had fought like a warrior. I'd done every single thing I could. People thought I was insane, the stuff I was doing. But anyway, I got the auction notice, and I felt I was at the end of my rope, and there was nothing I could do. So I went into meditation, deeply inquired, and I felt good about myself because I really had shown a lot of courage. So I was good with myself. You know, I had put the effort in. But as I was meditating, I was overcome with this immense love that was permeating my entire being. And then I got the message that there was one more thing that I could do. I could write a love song to my house, and I could infuse her with all the love that I had. And so this is what I did. It's called Jai Home. Jai Home is where aurora hues greet the skies, and I can smile for a while. Let me smile. I smile for a while. Let me smile for a while. I smile for a while. So, as our life trajectory would have it, fate intervened, and exactly 1 year to the date that I received that auction notice, I prevailed in my house. And we know the power of authentic creativity. We've lived it, and this is something that exists in every single heart. And so the next time that a sacred moment presents itself in your life, I urge you to recognize it as such, to go inside your heart and find out what is your song, and then serve that with all the courage and the love that you have. Thank you.